Hello, finance enthusiasts! We know you're eager to dive into our definitive guide to paying off debt, but before we start, we want to remind you of how important your support is to us. Liking this video and subscribing to our channel not only helps us reach more people like you, but it also ensures you won't miss out on any of our practical financial tips and tricks. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Now sit back, relax, and prepare to conquer your debt with the knowledge we're about to share. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to our finance channel, where we give you the tools to conquer your financial fears. Before we dive into today's topic, a crucial step-by-step guide to paying off debt, we want to remind you of a few things. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not already part of our community, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any of our financial tips and advice. Now let's dive into the world of debt management and arm you with the knowledge to gain financial freedom. Are you struggling with debt and don't know where to start? It's a common issue, but fear not. Today, we're going to tackle this head-on by creating a step-by-step plan to pay off debt. It's all about understanding your financial situation, making smart choices, and taking consistent action. We'll discuss methods like the debt snowball and avalanche, ways to increase income, and how to cut expenses. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, manageable roadmap to start your journey towards being debt-free. The first step towards paying off your debt is to fully understand your current financial situation. It's like trying to navigate through a city without a map. You can't really get to your destination if you don't know where you're starting from. So let's draw that financial map. Start by making a comprehensive list of all your debts. This should include the outstanding balance, the interest rates, and the minimum monthly payments. It's vital to capture every detail, every penny owed, every percentage point. It might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Why is this important? Because it paints a full picture of your debt. It lets you see the scale of what you're dealing with and helps you strategize accordingly. It's like a reality check, but one that's aimed at bettering your financial health. Understanding your debt in its entirety is the first step towards taking control of your financial future. Now that you've assessed your debt, it's time to create a budget. Now, don't let the word budget intimidate you. It's simply a tool that helps you understand where your hard-earned money is going each month. Let's break it down. First, track your income. This includes your regular paycheck, any bonuses, and additional income streams like a part-time job or freelancing. Write down the total amount you're bringing in each month. Next, list out all your expenses. This includes everything from rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, groceries, transportation costs, to that daily cup of coffee. The goal here is to account for every single penny you spend. Now compare your income with your expenses. If you're spending more than you're earning, it's time to make some changes. But don't worry, you're not alone. Many people find themselves in this position. The key is to identify areas where you can cut back. Maybe it's that daily takeout coffee or those frequent online shopping sprees. These might seem like small expenses, but they add up over time. Once you've identified potential cutbacks, it's time to allocate more money towards your debt repayment. Remember, the quicker you pay off your debts, the less you'll pay in interest over the long run. Think of your budget as a living document. It's not set in stone. You'll need to adjust it as your income changes or as unexpected expenses arise. And that's okay. The point of a budget is not to restrict you, but to give you control over your finances. It's also a good idea to set aside a small amount of money for savings each month. Even a small cushion can be a lifesaver in case of emergencies. Remember, creating a budget might seem challenging at first, but it gets easier with time. Be patient with yourself and keep your end goal in sight. You're taking steps towards a better financial future. A well-structured budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. With every dollar accounted for and every expense tracked, you're no longer leaving your finances to chance. And that, my friend, is the first step towards saying goodbye to debt. With your budget in place, it's time to prioritize your debts. Now, you might be wondering, how do I decide which debts to pay off first? Well, one smart strategy is to focus on high-interest debts. These are usually credit cards or payday loans with interest rates that can really balloon over time. Why is this important? Simply put, the higher the interest rate, the more the debt costs you. By targeting these debts first, you're minimizing the amount of interest you'll pay over time. Think of it as stopping a leak in your wallet. The faster you act, the less money you'll lose. But remember, while you're aggressively paying off high-interest debts, you still need to make the minimum payments on your other debts. This will keep your credit score healthy and avoid any late fees. Prioritizing high-interest debts can save you money in the long run. There are different strategies to tackle your debt. When it comes to paying off debt, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. It's about finding the right approach that best suits your financial circumstances and psychological tendencies. Two popular methods to consider are the debt snowball and the debt avalanche methods. Let's start with the debt snowball method. This strategy involves listing out all your debts, from the smallest to the largest, regardless of the interest rate. You focus on paying off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you then roll that payment into the next smallest debt, creating a snowball effect. The advantage of this method is the psychological boost you get from paying off a debt in full. It's about small wins that keep you motivated. On the other hand, the debt avalanche method takes a more mathematical approach. Here, you list your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest, and prioritize paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, while still making minimum payments on the others. This method can save you more money in the long run because you're tackling the most expensive debts first. The downside? It might take longer to pay off a single debt, which could be a motivation killer for some. So how do you choose between the two? It depends on what motivates you. If you're driven by quick wins and need that psychological momentum, the snowball method might be your best bet. But if you're all about the numbers and want to save on interest, the avalanche method would be the way to go. Remember, the goal is to make consistent progress towards reducing your debt. Whether you choose the snowball or the avalanche method, the key is to stick with it. Consistency and perseverance are your best allies in this journey. The right strategy can make your debt repayment process smoother and more effective. It's about finding a method that resonates with you and propels you towards financial freedom. Did you know that you could potentially lower your debt by negotiating? Yes, it's true. Negotiating with your creditors can be an effective way to reduce your interest rates and ultimately, the total amount you owe. Here's a simple way to approach it. First, gather all your account details and understand your current interest rates. Then, reach out to each creditor. You can begin by expressing your commitment to paying off the debt and the struggles you've been facing due to the high interest rates. If you've been a customer in good standing, mention it. Showing a history of timely payments can strengthen your case. Remember, the goal is to convince them that a reduced interest rate would increase your ability to repay the debt faster. If the first person you talk to is unable to help, don't be discouraged. Ask to speak with a supervisor or someone who has the authority to make such decisions. Negotiation can be a powerful tool in your debt repayment journey. Increasing your income can significantly accelerate your debt repayment. While it may sound daunting, there are many ways to boost your earnings. First, consider part-time employment. This could be a weekend job or a few hours in the evenings. Every bit counts. Next, freelancing can be a flexible option. Whether you're a writer, designer, or programmer, there are countless opportunities online to offer your skills. Don't overlook the potential of selling items you no longer need. The old guitar collecting dust, the bicycle you rarely ride, or even clothing pieces you've outgrown, these can all fetch a decent price. Remember, your aim is to direct this additional income towards your debt. By doing so, you'll see your outstanding balances shrink much quicker than if you were relying solely on your primary income. Extra income can be a game changer in your journey to becoming debt-free. Alongside increasing income, cutting expenses can create more room in your budget for debt repayment. The first step is to identify non-essential expenses. These are the costs that you can live without, or at least reduce, without much impact on your daily life. Think about the coffee you buy each morning on your way to work, or the streaming services you subscribe to but rarely use. Maybe you dine out multiple times a week when you could be saving money by cooking at home. Or perhaps you're paying for a gym membership when you could be working out for free outdoors. These expenses might seem small individually, but they add up over time. Next, find more cost-effective alternatives. Instead of buying brand-name products, try generic ones. Shop during sales or use coupons. And remember, it's not about depriving yourself. but about making smarter choices. Every dollar saved is a dollar that can be used to reduce your debt. Now, it's time to bring it all together in a debt repayment plan. Having a plan is akin to having a roadmap. It gives you direction and clarity on your journey towards financial freedom. So, how do we create this plan? First, set specific, measurable goals. Don't just say, I want to pay off my debt. Instead, be specific about it. Say, I want to pay off $10,000 of credit card debt in the next 2 years. This gives you a clear target to aim for. Next, you need to determine how much you can realistically afford to pay each month. Remember that budget you created earlier on? It's time to put it to work. Review your income and expenses and identify how much money you can allocate to debt repayment each month. Be realistic and honest with yourself. Overestimating your capacity could lead to frustration and setbacks. Now, with your monthly payment amount in mind, calculate how long it will take to reach your goal. If you find the timeline is too long, don't despair. Look for ways to increase your income or cut back on expenses, strategies we've covered in previous sections. Once you've set your goals and determined your monthly payments, it's time to commit. Stick to your plan diligently. Remember, consistency is key. If you falter, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track as soon as you can. To make sticking to your plan easier, consider using tools and resources available to you. There are numerous apps and online resources that can help you track your progress and stay focused. Remember, it's okay to revise your plan as your financial situation changes. The important thing is to keep moving forward, no matter how slow the progress may seem. Every dollar paid towards your debt gets you one step closer to your goal. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your wins along the way. Each debt cleared, no matter how small, is a victory. It's a testament to your discipline and commitment, and it brings you one step closer to financial freedom. A solid plan is your key to unlocking a debt-free future. So take that step today and start crafting your debt repayment plan. You've got this. To ensure you never miss a payment, consider automating your payments. The beauty of automation is that it takes the guesswork out of the equation. Once you set it up, it's like having your very own financial assistant working around the clock on your behalf. Automatic payments help ensure that your bills are paid on time, every time. This consistency not only helps you avoid any pesky late fees, but it also helps maintain a positive credit score. And in the world of finance, a good credit score can open up a whole new world of opportunities for you. But remember, even with automation, it's important to regularly review your statements to ensure everything is running smoothly. Technology is wonderful, but it's not infallible. So, take the time today to set up automatic payments. It's a simple step, but one that could make a huge difference in your debt repayment journey. Automation can make your debt repayment journey much more manageable. Finally, remember to stay motivated. This journey can be long and challenging, but it's crucial to keep your eyes on the prize. As you move forward, keep track of your progress. Every dollar paid off is a step closer to financial freedom. Celebrate these milestones, however small they might be. They are proof of your commitment and your capability to overcome your financial hurdles. Finding support can also be a game changer. This could be friends or family who are on a similar journey, or even online communities filled with individuals who are facing the same challenges. These networks can provide emotional support, practical advice, or simply a listening ear when things get tough. Remember, this journey is not just about paying off debt. It's about reclaiming your financial independence, creating a secure future, and living a life free from the stress of debt. With determination and the right strategy, you can conquer your debt and regain control of your financial future. And that brings us to the end of our guide on how to manage and conquer your debt. We hope that these steps will help you on your journey towards financial freedom. Remember, the road may be rough, but with the right mindset and tools, you can overcome any obstacle. Now that you've gained some knowledge, it's time to put it into practice. Start today, no matter how small the step may seem. Every effort counts. And remember, you're not alone. There are resources and communities out there ready to support you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us create more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical advice and tips. Always remember, your financial future is in your hands. Take control and start your journey to debt-free living today. See you in the next video.